acting as a doctor. Who is that person? That we don't know. We don't know that. So we identify with the body because of our missed identification for the body. So that is the goal, and everyone in the matter will think like that. But the beauty of Krishna consciousness is what you're just saying now. The beauty. No one in the material world think like, oh, I'm so proud. Oh, this is dangerous. Nobody think like pride. Yes. The more proud you are, the more you get followers in Kali Yuga. So in Kali Yuga, humility is a big challenge because nobody understands what is humility. Nobody. If you are humble, you are a fool. The cheating is a fool. Doesn't know anything. So people go for what is very dangerous. Only a devotee will think about why. Why do I think I, not we, I? Yes, because we are identifying with the body. Therefore, we think in terms of the body. That is why the philosophy of Krishna consciousness begins from I am not this body. That is the problem. I am not this body. Then what I am? I am a spirit soul. Just to understand that I am a spirit soul and I am not this body, it is not enough. No one becomes satisfied by looking at the food. It must be prasadam, perfectly cooked by pure devotee. Aroma is very enticing, perfect cooking, but nobody will be satisfied until they eat the food. Similarly, to understand I am not this body, I am a spirit soul, is not sufficient. Now we should act as a spirit soul. And Prabhupada has given us activity for spirit soul, chanting 16 rounds minimum, hearing constantly about Krishna. This activity of spirit soul, we should hear constantly about Krishna. We should now give up the service to this body and change it into the body of the soul, an activity of the soul, which is a devotional service to Krishna. These are the activities of the spirit soul. So, what we should do, we have been introduced to Krishna consciousness, which is activities for the soul. It's a beginning to transform us back to our original constitutional position as a pure servant of Krishna. What we should do, which most of us, from my own experience, which most of us are not doing, is that we are still doing these activities on the bodily platform. We are not doing it on the spiritual platform. Means that we are still thinking, Hare Krishna, no, I'm the best chanter in this temple. Nobody chants purely like me. I'm the only pure devotee in this temple. It means that we are still doing the spiritual thing, still on the bodily platform. But it is very imperceptible. Nobody sees it. Nobody says I'm falsely proud. It's difficult to see that. Nobody sees that I am acting whimsically. Nobody sees. That is why it is necessary for us to practice under an able guidance of a spiritual master, because he sees and knows us, and he will tell us where we are going wrong. We should be checked every day. Should be monitored, be checked every day, and be corrected where we are going. So that while we are chanting, we give attention to it. While we are hearing, we give attention to it. What we do, we should know these activities are not just material activities, these are spiritual activities to Krishna, and I should do it the way that will please him. Not the way I want, but the way that it will please him. If we do this consciously every day, the ego will be reducing, and one day Krishna will take it out completely. Will become a pure devotee. We are not conscious of what we are doing. And most of us, it has become a routine. A routine, just get up, have 16 and to chant. We're not looking at the quality. It's just a routine. I just finished 16 rounds, drop the beat. Then we can do other things, we can talk other things. We will not be able to control this ego. Will not. We'll be able to control the ego if we are doing it consciously. So, while we are doing our devotional things, we must understand whom are we doing this for. We must understand why are we doing it? For what purpose? Why? Why am I doing this? These things are not commonly done by many devotees. In one sense, many of us are floating in Christian consciousness. We are floating. Floating, not bhakti. Floating is not bhakti. Bhakti is not floating. Bhakti means deep substance that we can identify with. So we are doing it consciously. We are doing it consciously, not artificially. Krishna is not artificial. Bhakti is not artificial. Bhakta is not artificial. They are real and spiritual. So as we are connecting ourselves, let us connect positively. We should connect with a full realization. We should know what we are doing. Why we are doing this bhakti? Why? There are so many things in this world that we can do. But why have I decided to do this? What is my purpose of doing this? What do I hope to achieve? If you don't think like this, our Krishna consciousness will not be meaningful. And the narratives which we are trying to give up, they will not go. They will not go. They will continue to stay. After 50 years, we still have a lot of doubt about Krishna. 100 years, we still have doubt about Krishna. 100 years, our faith in Krishna is not strong. We cannot stand on our own because we have been trained by the experts. We cannot stand. After many years, we cannot stand. Little thing, we are completely bewildered. It means our practice has no substance. Why? We are not looking what we are doing. We should look at what we are doing every day. We should live a purposeful Krishna conscious life. Purposeful Krishna conscious life. Always check with ourselves. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Is it what I'm supposed to do? Am I doing it right? How I am doing what I'm doing? Very important. How? How are we doing this bhakti? How are we doing it? We must ask ourselves these questions every day, individually. We should do this every day. This is how to live a meaningful Christian conscious life. Then, Krishna, who is there in the heart, our super soul, getting all the questions we are asking, he will be giving the answer. That is what you call realization. Realization comes by contemplation. Without contemplation, no realization. One who is not thinking deeply cannot realize anything. Thinking deeply means communication with the super soul. And super soul is a person who hears everything. The mantra we are chanting is a person. They hear everything and they know our intention. They will respond. Then we'll be making advancement. Our practice will be meaningful. And it will be showing in our lives. As we are moving forward, it will be showing in our lives. So we move positively in Christian consciousness. Nothing will become a problem again. Nothing will become of interest in material world. Only Krishna and Krishna conscious activities become meaningful. Make sense? Yes. So we don't have to worry about this ego. They will not go like that. They will go by Krishna's mercy. When we are fixed in Krishna, Krishna will take care of all these things for us. Yes. Hare Krishna.
My question is about devotee association. So why is it so important to live in devotee association while practicing Krishna consciousness?
Very good.
We think I have beads, I have books, so I can read that at home alone, in hostel alone. But we see in Srila Prabhupada's books always it is focused on devotee association. So why is it so important?
Very good. Very good question. Here in India, do you read a book and become a doctor? You go to a shop, buy a medical book, come and read in your house and become a medical doctor? It's like that in India here? Yeah? How do you become a doctor? You have to go to medical college. Is it not? You understand? Yes. We cannot read book this in Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma, our grandfather. Lord Brahma himself, from his own experience, he mentioned there in Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, chapter 14, one cannot read book and become a devotee. Where is the discipline? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, who is that? Devanand Pandit. Go and study Bhagavatam under a devotee. You cannot understand Krishna by reading books. You cannot. So what is missing? Discipline is missing. Discipline is missing. So the word disciple comes from discipline. Be a disciple means you have to be disciplined. So we have to go to a guru to discipline on. It's like Guru Govinda Maharaj said, the guru will drag me by the ear. Punish me. Then I get purified to understand the book. So without the association of a pure devotee, we cannot make it on our own. We cannot. If you want to become a successful businessman, businesswoman, what do? Go to a successful businessman, business lady. Go and meet them. They will give you their experience. And not all of that. All the mistakes you will make to be avoided, because they will give you the experience. The experience is the realization from all the mistakes they have made. You will not make it because of them. So if we meet a devotee, a pure devotee, Christian consciousness becomes easier, because not only giving us their experience, they also cover us with their own energy. Their energy will help us to move faster, to have the faith, to get the determination, to get the courage. So association with the pure devotee is utmost necessity. Without that, we will not succeed. There are so many things in our books. If you read it, you will never understand anything. Zero. Also, but when Srila Prabhupada explained it, it becomes easier to understand. And even that, it still needs explanation. And now will you get the explanation without a devotee? It's a devotee association that will help us to understand that. So Prabhupada said, the essence of all association is to hear. That's the essence. Whom will we hear from? In my room. Whom will I hear from? In my room. Who? My stupid mind. Who is a demon, not a devotee. So what advice I will get from a demon? Demonic instructions. You are the best in the world. That's the mind. So it is necessary to have association of devotees. Second part, when we go back home to Godhead, what will we do there? Huh? Have you seen Krishna alone? Have you seen Krishna alone? Krishna is what?
Devotees.
So we are going there for association. And we have to practice it here before we go there. Association is most important, because if you have bad association, you become bad. If you have good association, you become good. Just see, Kaikeyi loved Lord Ramachandra. She loved him even more than Kausalya. Respect, adoration. She accepted him as her own child. That's the relationship. Just 5 minutes of bad associations change. Just 5 minutes. For lifetime. For something she was constructing for lifetime became destroyed in 5 minutes. That is the power of association. So association is very, very important. It will make us and it will break us, depending on whom we are associating. All right?
Hare Krishna Maharaji.
Hare Krishna.
Maharaji, again, time and again, I become casual with chanting, and I forget about the attentiveness and seriousness which I am supposed to do. So how can I improve chanting? How can I become more serious in chanting and with more attention? How can I chant?
Thank you. Very nice one. Few things you can do. The few things you do. One is you stop thinking that you have time. How old is your body? How old is your body? 20. So I have 80 years, so I have time. Stop. Because there's no time. We are already late. All of us are late. So don't think that you have 80 years. Now, anything can happen. One who is having emergency consciousness will give attention to japa. This is my priority. Second point, An intelligent person should always be on the watch out. To watch. An intelligent person. What are the things that will hinder my japa? What are the things? Cell phone. Don't chant with cell phone. We should not have anything compared to Krishna. That becomes idol worship. Krishna does not have second. Krishna is alone. Our cell phones should not become second Krishna. It's an offense. So we should take a vow. No 16 now, no cell phone. If you do like that, you do good job. Third thing we should do, we should try to understand who is this holy name, who is this person. The more you know a person, the more intimate relation will become. Right? If you get to know your friend is the Prime Minister of India, how will you think? How will you feel? This is my friend. You have more attraction. So if you are going to see him, will anything be an obstruction? No. If you are thinking seriously about him, I'm going to my friend, who is that great personality. Nothing will be an obstacle for you. You will go there. Even though there's so many challenges, those challenges will become an impetus for you to go to him. But if you don't understand who he is, we don't know his importance, and the relationship will not be deep. So if we try to understand who is this Harinam Prabhu, who is this person, the most dearest friend, our well-wisher, the person who cares for us, our protector, the means for me to get purified and get Krishna. If we know this, our interest in chanting will increase. How do a patient look at the medicine? How does a patient look at medicine? Medicine. A patient. Yeah, medicine. Medicine we take when we're sick. How does a patient look at the medicine?
He does not like it, but he takes it for his own.
Yeah, it may not be tasty, but he will take it because he knows this is to help me, right? The same way, very good. The same way, the holy name will not be tasty for us, but when we know that this is what will help me to get to where I want to be, we'll chant. We'll put effort into chanting. When we put effort into the chanting, then the name will then remove all unnecessary things, and give us what we are constantly looking for. We are working very hard. We take a lot of risk in this world. With so many sacrifices we are making, austerity we are performing. Why? We want to become happy. But nothing here can give it to us, only the holy name. So when one knows this, we put effort in what we are doing. to our chanting. If you don't know the importance of chanting, okay, I'll chant it when I like, when I have time. I can do it, but we will not have time because time is not our property. Time is Krishna, is not our property. So we will not have time. But if you are serious about something, there will be time. Time is there. Right? Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
My question is about the karmas. Like, my question is that should we interfere in the... everyone is suffering from their karmas of their past life.
Yes.
So should we interfere in their karmas, like an animal or man is suffering from a disease or some accidents and he's bleeding? Should we help them or should we interfere in their karmas?
Yes, that is very good thinking. Very good. Very good thinking. If someone is knocked down by a car, that's the person, it is a karma for the person. So should I help the person? Because the person is paying the karma. Better to allow the person to die because they're paying the karma. Let him pay for the karma. Foolish, sinful man. I don't want to interfere with the karma so that he will not come again to suffer for it. Let him pay and go. Yeah, it is good to think like that, but when it happened to us, we will not think like that. when it happened to us, we will not think that's my karma. You will think that, why these people are not helping me? No. Just to be a human being, just to be a human being, the quality to be able to take care of people is necessary. It is necessary. So we should not tell someone, this is your karma. It's not a good mentality to say, this is your karma. We should not say that. If the pure devotees are thinking, yeah, this is a karma, leave them. We will know about Krishna? No. We will know about the chanting of the holy name? No. So the pure devotees know that we are suffering because of the karma, but they have the compassion to help us. Therefore they come. And please take chanting of the holy name. It will solve the problem. This is what we call compassion. This compassion. They are helping us to get free from our karma. It's not an interference. It becomes interference, and it becomes interference when we are not giving Krishna consciousness to people. That's interference. So we should not do that one. We should, there's a verse in Bhagavad Gita chapter 3, Krishna is saying we should not disturb the karmis in their sanctification. We should not disturb them, we should leave them. In the purport, Prabhupada said, pure devotees are more merciful than Krishna. Therefore, they are disturbing us. They are disturbing us for stopping us from suffering by giving us Krishna consciousness. And by doing that, Krishna will become very, very, very merciful towards his pure devotees. That this person is so kind, more than me, and is helping my children. Let me support him. So let us support each other. We should help each other in our Krishna consciousness. Because as we are helping others, that is how Krishna will help us. Compassion is necessary. Compassion has potency that will draw the measure of Krishna to us. It will draw the mercy of other pure devotees on us. If you are not compassionate, it means the heart is very hard. The heart is very hard, and hard-heartedness is not Krishna consciousness. It is demonic. The devotees will have a soft heart. Soft heart means it's melting out of compassion for other living entities. So you want to help, you want to interfere with people's karma to help. Otherwise, how will we get help? If pure devotees do not interfere with our karma, how will we get help? We will remain here for eternity. But because they care for us, so they're interfering. But if a doctor injects someone to die because he's suffering too much, let me terminate the suffering. That is sinful. That's interference in karma. That should not be done. Yes. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Maharaji, sometimes we are contemplating on that which we heard any lectures, but sometimes any statements come from inside, and how can we check that which is coming from inside, that is genuine or coming from Paramatma, or is it that mind's demonic nature? How can we check which we are thinking, it is genuine, correct or not?
Yes, thank you. Whenever we want to do something bad, anytime we want to do something bad, you will get two voices. Always. Anytime we're going to do something bad, only if you're going to do something good, there's only one voice. But whenever we want to do something which is not correct, there are two voices. The one that tells us to do it is coming from our mind. The one that says, don't do this, is coming from Super Soul. Don't do this. This will not help you, it will not help anybody. The Super Soul. You have been doing this time again and again. Don't do this, it's not good. That is Super Soul speaking. The one that says, oh, do it, it's a karma, just do it. Do it. Even if you don't want to do this one alone, I'll call it this time. So then next time you cannot do, but this time do it. That is the mind. The mind tells you to do what is wrong. And the same mind will chastise us after doing that. So the Super Soul will tell, don't do it. And because it comes from the Super Soul, it's a difficult one because we don't want to follow. It's a difficult one. The one because the mind tells you to do is easy. We easily do that one. The one that Super Soul says we should not do, we still do it. Even though we have understood that this one is come from Super Soul, still we will not do it. That is Super Soul. The one that is easily done by us, that is the mind. Because to do wrong thing is easier than to do good things. So it becomes very easy for us to do. Right?
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Maharaj, my question is that at young age I am following spirituality, but I always find it difficult. Sometimes I always give upper hand to material things. Like in college I am studying, so I chant daily, but sometimes situation came that after 2 days I have exams. So I think that for 2 days I will not chant. We can give time to study also. So how to overcome these things like that?
Mm. If you chant before you do your reading, you will pass your exam very easily. So chant, then you go for then do your studies and go for exam. When you are doing your study, you should not be worried. Don't be anxiety. When you are doing a japa, also don't be anxiety. Oh, let me finish that sack and go and do my study. Oh, it's late. Just finish a japa fully, then do your study nicely. You will concentrate. Yeah, you pass exam very easily. I promise you. I promise you. We have become used to material life. That so much so that we think that spiritual thing is some extra thing we have to do. It's not part of my life. It's something I will do later on. Because we have been associating with this body for a long time. That we give importance to material things instead of spiritual. But for those who are making advancement, they will give importance to the spiritual before the material. Why? Because the object does not follow the shadow. The shadow follows the object. The shadow depends on the object. Our material life depends on our spiritual life. But because we don't have this knowledge, we're thinking that our spiritual life is secondary, our material life is primary. It's like Bhakti said, because we have been associating with matter for since time immemorial. So they have become our primary life. But Krishna consciousness is to help us revise it. Our primary life is Krishna consciousness, and our secondary life is material. All right? Yes, study nicely. You chant nicely. Don't neglect both of them. Do both of them nicely. You have good results.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Sometimes we suffering with opposite gender attraction and we lose our spiritual concentration and how we.
Attraction for opposite, that is normal.
But mind is not working good and bad things are.
Yes, yes. Because we are getting attracted sinfully. That what is the problem? We're getting attracted sinfully. Krishna is the most beautiful person, and all beauties are taking their beauty from Krishna. You can't see anything which is more beautiful. So, if we don't want to be distracted, let us, in the beginning we have been discussing how we should do our Krishna consciousness deeply. If we do it deeply, we become purified. We will not have unnecessary attraction. Unnecessary. The Krishna is showing us that our practice is weak. We should intensify it so that we can have the strength to face anything. To face anything. If you take shelter of Krishna, it's normal to be attracted. But we should be attracted positively, Krishna consciously. So we change the way we think. We should change the way we think. Now we should think about in terms of the spirit soul and not in terms of the material body. Let's chant nicely. Let us pray nicely. We should do our services nicely. We will develop strength. We will not become naturally attracted. We will be spiritually attracted. In Christian consciousness, we can measure what we're doing, where we are in the Christian consciousness. If we do it deeply, as we're discussing, if we do it deeply, our attraction will turn inside. It will not be outside, it will turn inside. That's how we know we're making progress. I'm no more attracted externally. It's a sign of progress. So we can learn from everything. So it's not a mistake that Krishna made that. That is how to check our exam, ourselves. That is our examination. In Krishna consciousness, how much am I still attracted externally? It means I still have a lot of work to do. So instead of looking at it negatively, you should look at it positively. This is a way to check where I am, my Krishna consciousness. My attraction to Krishna is increasing. Definitely, the attraction for external energy will decrease. So let's put effort in our spiritual practice, and it will naturally be taken care. Do that. The bead is in your chest, so you have the weapon to conquer. Yes, so fight and win the battle by Krishna's mercy. All right? Our time is...
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
My question is that Krishna is satisfied or not by our service for Krishna and other spiritual activities like chanting and kirtan.
How to check that Krishna is satisfied by your activity?
Okay.
Chanting and kirtan.
First of all, when we know whom we are chanting for, if in our mind we know I'm chanting for Krishna, not for friends. I have a problem with so many kirtaniyas. I have a problem. Kirtaniyas. If a person who is kirtani, that we say kirtan, a person who is performing kirtan, is for Krishna, not for any other person. One devotee asked Srila Prabhupada, why we in a public chanting, how can we make it attractive to draw the attention? So Prabhupada said, don't do like that. You're not chanting for them. You're chanting for Krishna. So if you chant for Krishna, to be attracted. So that is a kirtaniya, a real kirtaniya, is one who is chanting for Krishna. How do you know that? Many are not chanting 16 rounds. How are they kirtaniyas? A kirtaniya must chant 16 rounds complete before you do the kirtan. That's a kirtaniya. If you chant like that, whoever hears you will be affected. If one is chanting in the mind, just see how billions of people are just mesmerized by my kirtan. That will go to everybody through your voice. It will, from the mind, enter their voice and go to the public. Is that Kirtan? That's not Kirtan. We are exhibiting our material talent for fame, for popularity. That is not chanting. Chanting is when one is absorbed in that chanting, thinking, this is for Krishna, this is my chance to glorify my Lord. That is Kirtan. And when you are doing that, whoever hears you will be attracted to Krishna. And that is Kirtan. They will get purified. But if we are chanting, we are thinking, do you know me? Do you know me? Whenever I appeared in a group, take the phone, microphone. Take microphone. Nobody else except you. Take microphone. That is my position. When we think like that, it's not Kirtan. We are exhibiting our narratives. Like what we are distributing to people. Nobody will be Krishna conscious by that. Yes, we'll entertain people. What are we entertaining? We are entertaining people's intelligence, not the heart. The heart will remain empty. The chanter and those who hear, they will remain empty people. But one who is really chanting the pure name, whoever hears it, be affected, Krishna consciously. There will be satisfaction in their heart. So how do I know I am pleasing Krishna? When you please Krishna, you yourself become pleased. You'll be happy. Be happy. That's how we know that we are pleasing Krishna. Be happy. Happy not because there is no difficulties. In the middle of difficulties, you are happy. That is what you mean by happiness. And Bhagavad said, one is palatable situation, unpalatable. That is not advancement. Advancement is when you are not affected by both. That is Krishna consciousness. You are not affected by happiness, you are not affected by distress. You are equal. That is perfection. That is a proof that you are making advancement. And Krishna is pleased with what you are doing. Make sense? So let us do our activities in Krishna consciousness with the full purpose of pleasing Krishna. And if you really love somebody, when you serve the person whom you love very much, it is not enough just to serve the person. You should check if the person is satisfied with what you have offered. You should check. And if the person is satisfied, is happy, next time don't do the same thing. This will improve on what you have done. That is Krishna consciousness. It's improved. Materially speaking, the strength we used yesterday, you do not work today. Because Maya have changed. So, yes, last year, I chanted my 16 round, and it was nice. So I can use the same strength this year. It do not work because mine have changed. Nothing remaining stable. Nothing remains stable in this world. Everything is changing negatively. The same spiritual. If you go to Goloka, nothing remains stagnant. Everything changes also, every moment. The spiritual world is like that, but the difference is the spiritual world is positively changing. The material is negatively changing. Here it is deterioration, but there it is progression. But we're moving forward. Tasty. During my music days, there were some of my friends. They were students in London. So during the vacation, five boys, they came together and they did the music. The first record that came, it was very, very nice. It made them a lot of fame and money. So they started enjoying that success. They were enjoying that success of the first record they produced. They were enjoying that. It gave them a lot of fame. They became very famous and they made a lot of money. They started enjoying the success and forgot to put more effort. They used the same energy they used for the first album. The second one didn't sell. Did not sell. They didn't make money. They failed because they used the same strength. They didn't increase their energy. Let us do something better. They think, no, it was nice. That was yesterday. Today things have changed. When you go to the market, price of things are not changing every day. So why do we think that our Christian consciousness will not change? It should not improve. We should improve every day. Every day we should improve. That is Christian consciousness. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Hare Krishna. So I'd like to deeply thank Maharaj from the bottom of our heart for sharing deep realization of Krishna consciousness. Maharaj has been practicing for last more than 40 years and is very, very deep in his wisdom and practice. So Maharaj gave a profound answer for all the questions. So I'd like to thank Maharaj by loudly chanting one time Hare Krishna Maha Mantra.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
And we would like to request Maharaj, these devotees have been practicing Krishna consciousness for the last 1 year. And they are doing engineering, most of them doing engineering. So please shower their blessings so then they can become more dedicated.